Aaron, it's rare. You can actually say, period, this game was won at the free throw line. Fair to say?
Look, this was a pretty game, and we was able to pull it out. It was, and that's one of the things that I said to the guys, how important the free throw line is. Getting there and making your free throws and just attacking. Just from the beginning of the game, we just got off to just a bad start, just turning the ball over. And this is not a team that pressure you. They just do a really good job. They got size, length, athleticism. They do a really good job of being in the gaps and stuff like that. And we just was holding on the ball too long, and we just turning over, just driving in there, losing the ball. So I'll take the win. I'm happy. I take it. Was it our best work? No, but I'll take the win.
Did you tell the guys? I mean, it did seem maybe it was when Chi was sat down in the second half. Everything was going to the basket to draw contact and get in. You got in the penalty at the 10-minute mark. You know, you drew their 7th foul.
We didn't guard. We did a poor job of.
Oh, no, I mean you forcing them.
Oh,
right?
that was the game
plan
from the beginning.
Yeah.
Just attack them. Because, with their defense, they're aggressive in ball screens. I said, just attack him, see if he can move his feet. Sometimes they did it, sometimes we didn't. But I just said, just stay with it. Just drive when we get in there, play with poise, look for the next guy if you got 2 guys on.
I get the feeling, right, way back you said when you recruited Jamil, I think this is one of the games you recruited him for, right, to go up against Chiwa. You didn't get that chance, but Ema, right, he battled him. Did you like how he battled him in there?
Yeah, I did. I love the way he was just in there, just giving his body up and hitting. And, Chi was a load down there, and we tried to mix it up with him a little bit, just play him one-on-one and send some double teams at him. So we got away with this one. He still had a big game against us, but we was able to get out of here with it.
Is it almost kind of a good thing you won a game with Zach going scoreless, right? Not giving you that, right, stretching the court in that sense.
Yeah, it's been like that for us all year, where other guys are just stepping up for us, and he just didn't have it. I really couldn't get him too many clean looks, and teams are going to play him like that. So he has to find other ways, get on the offensive glass, get out, run in transition, and just be able to find other ways.
Yeah, was it you and Jaleel on Tyler Harris pretty much all the time? I mean, was that you had to do it that way? You felt that was the way to go there?
We wanted to put some size on him. We knew he was going to come out firing, and they really need him to score the ball. And I think late in the second half is where he hit a couple big shots against us to give those guys a lead and energize them. When you have guys like that and they're making shots, it energizes everybody. So, and sometimes we got cross-matched because of how they were playing us. When we went back in transition, we had other guys on them. But for the most part, we wanted to keep Jaleel on with some size and lateral movement.
Yeah, is Jaleel getting overall, it seems like the consistency game to game and the overall contribution, it's becoming, you can rely on him, period, most of the time, or not quite close?
Yeah, I mean, I have no choice, with all of the guys that I have on the roster, I have to rely on all of them. So again, it's one of those situations where everybody have to be ready. If I feel like a guy doesn't have it, then I'm going to try to find, another way to get somebody else in there to see if they can, inject some life in us. He's strung off a few good games, and we're going to need more consistency from him in terms of that.
Now I kind of skipped Dame, right? Dame, a little bit of time, I guess, off. Was he not quite back the other day in terms of being in the flow, and did you see it where it might be coming in today?
I mean, it's hard when you're away from basketball for about a week and a half and you haven't been out on the floor and you're concussed, and it's a lot that you're thinking about, a lot that you're going through, and just throw him right in the mix. So it's going to take him some time to get his legs back under him. I was pleased with his play today. He made some huge plays for us down the stretch, and so we're going to need more of that from him.
The late defensive possession, he came up with the block sort of from behind. He's been fouling some people from behind, but going for that block, was that just right?
Just one of those things, I guess, where they put the ball in his face, and we got lucky on that because they was right on top of the basket. We got the block, and we were able to get the ball. So and sometimes you need some of that. I thought a lot of plays that was happening throughout the course of the game was luck, timing, bounces, all of that. You need that, but for us, for how we started, you want to stay away from those sort of situations where you need luck to come into play.
I was interested in one thing in the late possession on offense, right? When you were up 2, Dame ended up.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah, Dame ended up
You good? Yep.
with the turnover. But that possession, right? You took Jaleel out, so you're up 2. I mean, right? I don't know, right? There might be a whistle at the end of the play. You wanted to bring in Zach for offense. You take out Jaleel, but
as an offensive threat, decoy, just to see how they would play it. We didn't execute the play right. The timing of everything was off, but we still got the matchup that we wanted. We had Shea guarding Dame, just the spacing wasn't there for us, and ended up turning the ball over. So
yeah, I'm just curious about the risk of it, right? If that ball doesn't end up out of bounds, right? If it's just a live ball, a miss, then they got the ball, and you don't got Jaleel out there defensively for what might be the last possession.
He can't guard all 5 guys now. Yeah. You know what I mean? So somebody else has to step up and play hard. So we got guys that are very capable of doing it, but Jaleel is at the top of the list when it comes to players like that.
All right.
All right.